What is it like to be part of a shared history? To be part of a shared commitment? To be part of a shared vision of a shared future? This is the Ateneo de Zamboanga University. Ours is a foundation of generosity, a generosity of pioneering excellence, of a faith grounded on dialogue, and of an unwavering love for the Philippines and her people. It is a foundation shaped by the upheavals of a century of challenges and change. It is a foundation that speaks of who we are and what we do. For over a century now, the Ateneo de Zamboanga has stood aloft in our Jesuit ideals of our core, our mission of leadership and service. And as we ceaselessly pursue this mission in a region often marked by strife and fettered by poverty, we remain undaunted. It is our shared commitment for the human development of the peoples of Zamboanga Peninsula and the Sulu Archipelago. This desire can be seen in how the Ateneo Office of Scholarships and Aid has been steadfast in extending the fruits of an Ateneo education to the least of our society, to give them a fighting chance for a better life. With almost 25% of our total student population enjoying a certain scholarship grant or financial aid, the largest among Ateneo universities in the country, we welcome them all faiths and ethnicities, to be part of our community. In almost 50 years of dedicated service, Rebecca V. Fernandez is a witness of Ateneo's enduring fealty to excellence. She joined the Ateneo community when it was still a fledgling liberal arts college, and like many other men and women working at Ateneo, her professional growth was the growth of the only Jesuit university in Western Mindanao.
Excellence is simply one side of the same experience, differently seen from a different perspective. It is love, seen from another perspective. It is authenticity, or it is death. So when in your personal relationships with others, you do your best, you love genuinely, it is excellence. When in your academic studies, you perform well, you study your subjects best, it is excellence. When in your relationships with other people, you are not superficial, you are genuine, you are authentic, there is depth, it is also excellence. So that's why I said it's one side of the same experience, which can be expressed in many different ways.
For the thousands she had taught in her philosophy classes and the men and women under her guidance as the university's first academic vice president, Ateneo education is more than a label. It became a fulfillment of a dream, of a goal, of a life. It is a community nourished by a thrust in harnessing academic excellence for social empowerment. Through our Social Development Council, we go beyond the appreciation of what society is or what defines it. We help empower it through our community building endeavors. We go beyond citizenship. This is engaged citizenship. The 2013 escalation of armed violence in Zamboanga has not deterred our active partnership with the local government of Ateneo's home city. From emergency relief to early recovery assistance, to psychosocial cultural rehabilitation, to livelihood development, to community healing, to advocacy for culture-sensitive rehabilitation, the Ateneo community was one in providing care and assistance to those internally displaced by the fighting. Perry de la Cruz's generosity of heart proved to be bulletproof. Together with other members of the Ateneo community, day in and day out, he prepared meals, packed relief goods, and took part in their distribution to the thousands displaced by the conflict. To Perry, this is simply extending and engaging his being Atenean, his being Filipino, in their service for others.
Ateneo education, hindi lamang kay tapo ni kita na intelektual, sino ta penetra na konsepto del voluntarism. Kaya amo el talyama sila ekspresyon, el mandato, que el Ateneo ta insinya. Hindi lamang na tiempo del paz, imaskin pa man na tiempo del aberia, na tiempo del guerra, ay pwede siyempre sale el diatun, no? Como Atenista, el diatun costumbre.
We are called to be better persons, everyone. As philosophy and theology teach us, this is a lifelong journey, and in Ateneo, we stand shoulder to shoulder in pursuing this end. Our spiritual formation and guidance programs aim to strengthen the psycho-spiritual and character development dimensions of our life in the Ateneo community. Ours is a conscientious desire to internalize our values, living them as we teach them, imbibing a culture of integrity, accountability, responsibility, and honesty in the face of a society that seems to have reneged on these principles. Fe del Altar has devoted more than a quarter of a century in the ministry of teaching in the grade school. Serving as teacher, guidance counselor, mother, and grandmother to her students, she lives a life of an integrated spirituality.
I believe that Ateneo education is life transforming. It is value forming. It is an education that is needed by a person so that this person can be very well formed, not only physically, mentally, intellectually, but most of all spiritually, which is the highest form of formation.
It is a spirituality that transcends personality, a spirituality ingrained in whatever we do, a spirituality that emanates from our Jesuit heritage of openness, of growth, of endeavoring to be better persons. This is the Ateneo de Zamboanga University, a shared commitment to institutional excellence, a shared passion for engaged citizenship, a shared faith in integrated spirituality, all for our shared mission of service and leadership.